All right, testing. I just need to test the audio. Make sure audio is good. Make sure desktop audio is okay as well. I don't know if we're gonna have any of those. What's it called? Alerts. I tried to change the alert back, but I don't know if it worked. So we'll have to see. But let's go to live. Let's add on monetization. What's going on? Why are there two? Upcoming? I don't need an upcoming thing. Drivers only. And monetization. All right. Lunic completely tanking at the moment? I don't think it's completely tanking. We're seeing it fall, from a high point of 3,000, but it's not tanking. What will Lunic's price collapse to now? I mean, right now it's not looking like it's tanking. I don't know what you mean by it's absolutely tanking. Yes, we see a really big pullback all the way back to level times where we were pretty level back, and I don't know this date. Where's the date? I have the date here. September 2nd or so, September 3rd. Oh, good. Pat is here. Voting as usual. Oh, okay. So that's the normal. That's the norm for them. What's on and off chain, Matt? What? On and off chain. On and off chain basically. So on chain is on the Terra network. So only transactions on the Terra network. Off chain is off the Terra network. I'm gonna start explaining it like that because we got it like 700 times. No offense, if you're asking the question, like it's not a problem. I just want to be able to easily explain it. Fed's meeting next week, which is probably not good. What will happen in 5 days? So I hope in 5 days we can see massive amounts that are burned off. I don't expect to see it absolutely explode. I just want to see burns go through. Once you see burns go through, it's probably going to create some FOMO into it because people are going to know that we're able to burn this much. Now I'm not sure as to how much we're going to be able to burn because who knows what the price will be and who knows what the volume will be at that time. But we're seeing the volume hover around about $1 billion every day. So honestly, I see YouTubers saying $1 by the end of the year. I don't believe that. I will be happy with 2 cents by the end of 2022. What's your take on it by the end of the year? So I'm right where you are. I believe 2 cents is definitely to some of these levels. Most people are saying $1 for not necessarily clickbait, but it's just I don't know. They want a clickable title. I mean, that's how it works. And obviously, they're going to be talking about it getting to $1. It's just whether it is true or not. And it's everything we're saying here is speculation. It can absolutely run to $1, and I'm not saying that they're absolutely wrong. I'm just saying the chances of that happening with everything that could take place are slim to none. Well, not none, but very slim. And that's where sort of the problem arises, right? Where you have a lot of people that are saying, "Hey, this can get to $1 in 4 months." It's like, well, how does it get there? And, no offense to anybody else. There's a lot of people that don't explain that. There's some people that do, but there's a lot of people that don't explain exactly how you get there. They literally will just say it's getting to $1. Because think about the FOMO and all this stuff without any calculations. Even if the calculations are not necessarily like 100% going to happen that way, because there's so many variables to take place, you still need some sort of calculation to break it down. So if you're saying it gets to a dollar, let's show how it's going to get there. My expectation is 0.009 for this year. So around a tenth of a penny. I expected a little bit higher than that because if we're burning the supply, let's say we can get down to a 1 trillion supply, 1 penny is definitely possible because you can see a $10 billion market cap. So I think 1 penny is, or you, sorry, you're looking at a penny, not a tenth of a penny. Sorry, I saw for some reason um, two zeros there, and I thought for some reason it was going to be 0.0001, but I don't know, 0.001. I mean, so losing this 1 0, you're saying it's going to lose basically two zeros getting to a penny. That makes sense. I could see that. Hey Matt, nice to be here. Yeah, it is nice to be here. For people that are wondering why I'm not on Twitch, um, I can't go live on Twitch because I'm now an affiliate, which means I can't multi-stream. So that sucks. But I am going to do a stream later today on Twitch to see how everything is running. And I'm going to make sure that, we stream for a while. I don't think I'm pushing to be a partner anymore. But I will be doing giveaways still. I still want to give back to some people. So I'll still be doing giveaways, maybe like another 3 more, and then we'll split it up. And then random days we'll do giveaways. Other ones we won't. And just obviously, I don't want people to just subscribe or just to follow because of the giveaways. Um, so I always miss the live and I watch it later, and now I'm on time. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Um, will it crash like Terra Luna? I want to see what happened to Terra Luna 2.0, right? I end up popping up with different things that I don't like that. I don't like that. I pop up with personal information? Like what the hell's up with I don't like that at all. I gotta find a way to stop that. So Terra is at $2.72 or $2.62. So I mean this has dropped, right? Um, to a extremely low level from where it was at. However, you know, um, I didn't know what the hype was there to begin with. I really didn't know exactly why we were seeing that because there's no type of like real catalyst to push billions of dollars into Terra 2.0. So that was very, very interesting getting into that. But at least I was able to make some profit out of it. Will it crash like this? No, I don't believe so. It already has dropped about 50%. So both of them have dropped to those levels. Um, but I expect so much more out of it. Now, when you do see Terra Classic run, don't expect it to just stay there forever. Don't expect it to keep running. When you see some of these moves, it's probably because obviously you're going to see FOMO that goes into it. You're going to see oh wow, I'm not even showing my screen. Um, but you're going to see a lot that go into it. So um, when you see it run, expect slight pullbacks. That's the only thing that'll keep it healthy. I do not like this. I do not like this. I don't know what's going on with this um, thing here, but I need to figure out a way that things don't just pop up with search because that's not good. You don't want all your stuff popping up. Help improve Microsoft by sending results for search on the web. No. Improve your web experiences by allowing Microsoft to use your browsing history from this account for personalized advertising, searches, and all that stuff. No. Um, I just don't want them to pop up with, information that shouldn't be shown there just because it's trying to predict what I'm going to type in. Like if it's like, hey, you type in your email address. I'm like, hey, if you want to save some time, go ahead and click on this. It's like there's times for that and there's times not for it, right? Um, there has to be something there. So if I type in, it still pulls it up. Like, what the hell? What is this? Like, how do you thwart that? That's got to be something there. So I'm probably not gonna be able to type many things in because that's a nightmare. Right? You might end up like going somewhere and then you type in a number and it pulls up your credit card information. It's like, what are you doing, Microsoft Edge? The only reason I'm using Microsoft Edge is because Chrome keeps moving slow. I don't know why Chrome is so slow. Matt, we all frequently. No, I just don't want credit card information and stuff like that to pop up because that's not good at all. Um, so when we figure that out, I'll definitely manage that. Save and fill. Boom. I think that's it. Yeah. It's showing it's showing at my address, it's showing my it's like what the hell are you doing, man? Yeah, I'm not custom filling anything. No one wants to do that. Well, at least I don't want to do that. All right, looks like it's good. So I could type in things. All right. Sign out from CoinMarketCap. It's not CoinMarketCap, it's Microsoft Edge. So anyways, I got it figured out. All right, so we have 300 people here, guys. Continue to hit the like button if you can. It does help out the channel quite a bit. Hey, Matt, I watched your previous video, and your Google Chrome needs updating. Top right corner. Does it? It doesn't seem like it needs to update. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it needs to update. So I wouldn't say that's wrong, but yeah, it doesn't need to update. Unless you're seeing something different. I only have this up because that's the only place that I would really get Terra Station. I would have to log into everything else, so I'm not doing that because I had to switch to Microsoft Edge. Please read it. Please read what? Binance dropped some news about Luna. Search history popped up. We can't put that word in the chat, by the way, Ricardo. That's funny, but we can't put that word in the chat. Um, what is a Binance news? Do we have Binance news? Binance. Um, when was it posted? Is it on Twitter? Typically, they have their news, their announcements that are here. 6 hours ago. I don't see any news. What are you talking about? I mean, they are gonna have like an AMA, right? But that would be something different. Uh, Regarding the Ethereum merge, if we go in here, maybe we'll find some announcements that the latest Binance news. Let's go to the latest Binance news of blah, 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 blah. Update on tax for Lunic and USTC on the Terra network. And this is the 16th. Per our earlier announcement, the 1.2% burn tax burn for Lunic and USTC is expected to go live at the Terra Classic block height 9475200 or approximately 921. To clarify, Lunic and USTC deposits from user deposit addresses into Binance hot wallets will be consolidated and subject to the 1.2% burn fee by Terra Classic Network. Once the burn tax is live, we will include the 1.2% burn fee into the withdrawal fees for Lunic and USTC. Users will not be charged this fee until withdrawals are made. Binance will adjust the withdrawal fees for Lunic and USTC as well as minimum and maximum withdrawal amounts accordingly. So they're just going through the standard, I guess, protocol for announcing the 1.2% burn. And it's nothing really new. They didn't give out any new information. Again, this is only on the Terra Classic network. We don't need to look at this and blow this out of proportion. It's only on the Terra Classic network. They will address whether they will see off-chain burns on this platform at a later date, but I'm sure they just want the on-chain burns to happen first. And I think this is a good way to do it, to tell you the truth. If they're looking to do it that way, this is a good way to do it, to where they introduce on-chain burns and then they go about introducing off-chain burns maybe like 5 or 10 days later. Good morning, DJ Trev. Thank you for dropping by. So there's the Binance news. Why did it show history just then? Let's stop showing, or that was a while ago, but let's try and keep that word out of the chat. I'd appreciate it. What word? It rhymes with corn. Let's keep it out of the chat. Matt, do you think Binance is manipulating Lunic price and that they will announce the on-chain burn during the AMA? I think they will announce that they're going to look into it. I think because we're probably going to have questions, and that's going to be the first question if they're literally talking to Lunic after the burn tax is implemented. They're going to probably ask them that question. Now, I understand how people asked the question yesterday to KuCoin, and KuCoin didn't really answer it. One, they didn't really answer it. They kind of gave us an answer that said there would be no tax fee, or it would be tax free. I don't know what they said. Sorry. But Binance, I hope we can answer, or we can get that question answered there. But I'm sure they're going to give out information basically saying we're going to look into it because we know people want it. Don't sell, buy, and when burn starts. Good morning, Matt. Did the KuCoin AMA confuse people or not give the best answers? I heard it was very confusing. Yes, it was very confusing because they were asking about the 1.2% burn. You didn't want to ask the question a billion times, but someone asked it and said, the 1.2% burn, is it going to happen on all transactions, on-chain, off-chain? The marketing person, it was a marketing person from KuCoin, so I don't know if they truly knew what they were going to do. I would imagine they would, as, head of marketing. I would imagine you would know what they're going to do with the 1.2% burn. I don't believe it's like a marketing ploy at all or a marketing scheme in any way, but I believe what you do have is that CEX that really wants to do it, but I think they want to wait on places like Binance and the 8.io to give that okay, we're going to do it type of thing. Because we really only need the top 5 to implement the burn tax in any way. Others, we don't really need that movement. If we have on-chain and we have all of the movement, the top 5 off-chain, yeah, we're okay with it. As long as the top 5 equals to more than 50%, we're good. I think they're They just want the pump the price before it burns by announcing stuff. Probably. As a developer, I think the effort that has been put into Shiba Inu or Shiba Inu game is very poor. Is it out already? Probably. I mean, I don't expect much from it. Is there a proposal that supports off-chain burns? Um, so you can't really do anything with the proposal because they can't do anything within the Terra Rebels, the Terra Station, TFL. They can't do anything. They can only control the coding. They can't control what exchanges do. So whether we have a proposal or not, we can vote on something, but it doesn't mean that it even happens. So we know that there's a massive amount of support. We know that people support the 1.2% burn on all transactions, right? Um, but we need to see the CEXs that are going to implement that. That's the reality of it. What time is it where you are? It is 6:41. Today I'm gonna have to drop Harper off at the bus stop because it's one of those mornings. So hopefully you guys can stick around for that. I'm gonna drop her off at the bus stop. Probably be back here at like 8 o'clock or 8:05 or something. But then we're gonna go until about 9 o'clock, and then we're going to go from I believe 9 to 9:30 or 9 to 10 on Twitch. I'm not really trying to become a partner on Twitch anymore. I'm going to just stick as an affiliate because from what I hear, being a partner on Twitch, you you have a exclusivity clause to where it's not like, oh well, you know what, I can stream over here and I can stream over there. It's like, no, you solely stream on Twitch and you can't stream on YouTube. You can't stream on any other platform. Um, it's not like, oh, you can't upload the same content within 24 hours. Um, like an affiliate, it's you cannot stream on another platform. And if you do, you break your contract and you are kicked out of the partnership program. So it doesn't make sense to become a partner. It only makes sense to be an affiliate. In my case, unless they decide to change things up because um, it just seems like Twitch sucks with that. Also, at this point, we need to manage expectations about getting off chain when people expect it and don't get it. They will sell off, and we'll see a dump, like we did when Binance clarified they are. Yeah, I mean, people do expect the the best case scenario, and this is why we have to give them the most accurate information. You know, if we give them the most accurate information possible. Oh, you know what? I don't even have a thing up. Let me see if I can bring up my alert box. Yeah, we'll just bring up. I don't even know if the sound effects. I think the sound effects are saved. We'll see. We will see. Because my sound effect yesterday obviously was, oh, brother, this guy stinks. I like that sound, but I don't want that to play constantly. So, um, if anybody super chats or I think it's super chat. I think I changed it to just super chat so it doesn't do it as much. But if I'm setting a new one, I wasn't sure. Play our interview while you're on that bus. What? Not on any bus. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. Matthew, what is your top three crypto that you think will have or already have a big impact within the world as utility and that is necessary? Well, I think Ethereum is definitely one of those. Changing the game, obviously, um, with the merge and now being proof of stake. So yes, I do think that is going to be a huge player. I think BNB with the amount or how people use it. Um, and just things that have a standard use case within crypto that I'm familiar with, right? And I think definitely gonna see. I don't know what to think about with metaverse coins on what's gonna be the top metaverse coin, because obviously ApeCoin is up here, but definitely looking at seeing which metaverse coin is going to be the top shelf metaverse coin. So I'll stick with those as things that are going to change the world and change the game. Those are things right there. But when it comes to um, different opportunities, obviously you have different plays there.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, so it is still there. I don't know why it does both sounds, but it is still there. Honest opinion, um, a burn will happen on all CEXs. Um, that's a great opinion. Everybody would love that, obviously. If we can see burns that are happening on all CEXs, yeah, I'm all for it. Whether it's off chain or on chain or whatever we're doing there, I'm all for it. Let's see. ADA, Polkadot, Ethereum. ADA, yeah, definitely a good player. Polkadot, yes. So there's a lot that's actually going to make huge moves. It's not necessarily what I say. I think there's a lot that are going to make moves, and I wouldn't put Bitcoin in that category. I think Bitcoin has already changed the space, but others are going to change the space for the better. So Ethereum is going to be a huge player. Obviously, BNB I think is a good one, and then yeah, that's only for super chats, from what I understand. Is oh brother, this guy stinks. Um, is now a good entry for a Lunic swing trade, Matt? Could really use some short term gains. So it depends how long your swing trade is. So I would think yes, if you're looking over maybe the next month, this is a great price to make that move. But don't you need to have a certain price. If you're looking for a 30% gain, then accept that 30% gain, because a lot of times you're going to see things pull back. People won't accept that gain. They'll just say, you know what, I'm done. You know, with trading this position, I'm gonna let it run. You know, that's a little much. Do you think after the implementation of the burns, another proposal will be created for off-chain burns? Um, we don't need another proposal
Oh,
created for off-chain
brother,
burns.
this guy stinks!
Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. Dallas Blockchain, thank you for the super chat. Come back to Vault Inu. Our community misses your energy. I I haven't created anything on Vault Inu. Yeah, so I haven't created anything on Vault Inu. Thank you for subscribing, whoever just subscribed. I appreciate that as well. Um, but you can't, if you create a proposal on off-chain burns, it's not going to do anything for anyone, because you can vote on it, but it's up to the CEXs that are doing off-chain burns, right? It shows our support, but in a way, in every way that we voted for this 1.2% burn tax as of today, we've shown our support. And I'm sure Binance sees CZ, and everybody else in every other exchange also sees that. They see what MEXC Global is doing, and you're still seeing a massive amount of volume that's going through MEXC because they're already doing the burns, right? I can't bring up, let me see if I can bring up Lunic Penguins here. I see Chrome just takes forever. I don't know why it takes so long. Maybe I'll look it up. There's got to be something that's going on why it takes so long. So yeah, MEXC is almost at the 1 billion mark. Thoughts on the tax proposal adjustment? 1.15% to wallet and 0.05% to exchanges to cover implementation costs for spot and margin trading. That's not a bad idea if they're going to do that, but I think it's not about the it's not about that. It's not about the fee. They're going to charge the fee no matter what, right? The problem that you have with that is that they think they're going to be pushing themselves out of competition. It's more of like a, hey, why would anybody go to this exchange because this exchange doesn't have the fee, type of thing. When in reality, it's like the opposite. People want to go to the place that has the fee. They want to be a part of this, but then you have millionaires and people that hold a lot of money, a lot of value, that want to gain the most out of buying, but then they're okay with whatever they sell for as long as it is a gain. But if they put money in there, they put $1 million in there, they don't want 1% to come out. They want 1% to stay in there, because 1% is quite a bit for people that invest $1 million. You don't want to have a $10,000 loss right from the start. Uh, what did I say? You sold. I've been subscribed a while ago when you started burning ship. What do you mean? You sold? I've been subscribed a while ago. I didn't sell anything. What are you talking about? Like I sold out by talking about Lunic? Is that what you're saying? Crypto King is extremely bullish on Luna Classic. I know there's a lot of people that are bullish on Luna Classic. Um, do you think we got? Do you think if we put enough pressure on exchanges, they'll implement the off-chain as well? Yeah, so I think as we go into AMAs, as we go into discussions, it makes sense not to spam, but just say, hey, like we support the 1.2% burn. Why are you guys not doing this? Give us a full explanation as to why you don't want to do it. But the point is that I think they are going to look into it. We don't need to apply pressure right now because I think they are going to do it. As long as we're making the actions that are letting action speak louder than words, we're fine, right? If we see the 1.2% burn that's implemented on chain and Binance doesn't introduce it off chain, everybody that's holding on Binance, move over to MEXC or move over to a place that offers the off-chain burns, and then actions will speak louder than words and they will implement it faster than you think. If you have 2.5 trillion coins that are over there, and all of a sudden in one day, because you didn't implement the burn, you're down to 2 trillion coins, I'm sure they will think about this again, because they expect Lunic to run to higher figures. That's why they do this, right? They bought other positions that were at lower values and held majority of the project at that point. Obviously they saw it as an opportunity to buy so much Terra Luna Classic. They do that with other projects, and that's because they want to bring value to their exchange, even more value to their exchange. Their bottom line looks so much better when you hold assets that are at such a high price. So when Lunic goes from 0.0000000 like 6 all the way up to 1 cent, that brings whatever they bought at this low point to an insane value, and it looks like a massive return that they could possibly have with that. And understandable, that it's in a hot wallet, and obviously it's not necessarily yours, but while it's on your exchange, it's in your bottom line. So it technically is theirs to report as those assets, because technically they're an exchange. So if let's say let's say they go under, your money goes poof as well. So technically it's theirs unless it's in like a wallet. It's still yours to move as long as they allow people to move it. But if they stop allowing people to move it, then yeah. Matt, has your timeline to reach 1 cent increased due to exchange's position on burning? Has it increased? You're saying, like, has the amount of days increased? Not right now, because we don't know where their position actually is. So if we don't know the position, I still will side with more of like the middle ground of things. Still expecting $300 million worth of volume, and go about that as a normal movement there. Maybe wait for 0.00014. Oh, you're talking to somebody else. I don't know why I've been waking up with the stuffed nose. All right, guys. I should never played that ad. I'm sorry, guys. I was gonna play an ad before I leave. I'm not leaving, but I'm gonna go take Harper to her bus stop, which means you guys can talk amongst yourselves, but not right now. We've seen 273 million on chain. That's UST. That's another thing is I'm wondering how much UST is going to be burned. 317 billion, 259 billion, 118 billion. But then obviously UST, majority of the volume is, I was gonna say majority of the volume is on chain. But you do see 342 million, 342.5, 273.4 or 0.5. So UST's in the millions, Lunic's in the billions. Higher highs in 5 days. I hope so. The only way to make exchanges do both on and off is everyone move to the exchanges that are doing both. They do like, or they don't like losing customers. I would agree with you. That's why I said, actions speak louder than words. We can say all this. We can go, hey, CZ, we support it. Binance, we support it. But if we literally just go, all right, well, I'm moving over to the places that do 1.2%, not now, but after the on-chain burns happen and they don't do it, then you can move it. If they do it, if they announce that they're going to be doing it, then that makes sense. But I think to apply pressure for them doing it faster, you still move over, because I don't want to get into the Shiba Inu situation to where they're like, oh, we're gonna do burns, and 1 month later they don't do burns. We're gonna do burns. 2 months later they don't do burns. They're gonna do burns. 2 years later they don't do any burns. So I don't want it to get into that type of a situation. So make actions speak louder than words right away. If they say they're going to do it, let's apply pressure and make it do it faster. It's not that difficult for them to implement. If they're looking to do it, they can do it. If MEXC can do it, Binance can do it. This sounds like a UFO. Hey, the sound that comes in. Yeah. That's my normal subscriber sound. Just thinking it might be wrong though. If we burn the supply down too fast, it and it pumps really fast, could that be a bad thing? Have the opposite effect? No. So we don't want it to burn too fast. Obviously, to where you see all the supply go through multiple times, right? Multiple X of whatever the total supply is. Let's say it's, the trillions of supply. It goes through like that.
This guy stinks!
Thank you for that super chat. But there's more that goes into it. So if you see it happen relatively fast, like a massive pump, not crazy massive to where it's like from 0.00.
This guy stinks!
Thank you for that super chat. I'll get into them in a little bit. But unless you see, that actually distracted me. That lost my train of thought. I might need to go because that distracts me, guys. But yeah, it wouldn't have the opposite effect because if you see a decent sized increase there, and you see a decent sized pullback like we saw today or we saw these past couple of days, we're seeing it get back to a lower price with high volume. The best thing for a burn is low price and high volume so you can have even better burns. So you can have the burns that remain consistent rather than being like, oh, well, we have a bunch of burns here and then we have less burns up here. And then we have less burns up here and we have less burns up there. But if we go up, we have all these burns going up. And then as we're going down, we also have all these burns because we're seeing the same amount of volume that people are just taking selling points, right? And as soon as you hit certain prices, people are going to sell as well. And when you have those massive dollar figures that people are selling, you're going to see more and more that flow towards the burn. So I'm all for it, 100%. Binance is using other exchanges as the sacrificial lamb. They don't want to lose your business, but they also don't want to get burned. True. So if you show them that we're serious, that we're looking to go to places that are implementing the burn, rather than the places that aren't, I'm sure they will react. The rewards for Shiv just stopped. Yeah, I know. For the burn portal, absolutely. Richie, thank you for that 199 super sticker. I appreciate that. Coming soon. I really do appreciate it. Uh, caught me off guard there. I thought I already went through. Uh, bro, can you vote on repegging USTC? Can I vote on repegging USTC? Um, Not at the moment. They have like the swap repeg. Binance will adjust the minimum and maximum withdrawal amounts, so this protects the price eventually, right? So we don't have a huge dump after the price increases. So that's for one area, yes. A very large area, yes. But I fully expect to see pumps and obviously pullbacks. I expect to see retracements. If you don't see retracements, I mean, it doesn't really work out well. You need to see retracements. It just continues to pump, and the bigger the pump, the bigger the dump. So, Matt, are you down on SHIB? At the moment, yes. Until I get back up to 0.00. Wait, where's that? 0.0002. Until I get back up to that point, it's 0.00023. No, 24. Once I get back to that point, play it back, Richie. That's funny. Once I get back to 0.00002, 24, then that's where I will break even again. So yes, I'm down on SHIB. What do those off-chain and on-chain burns mean? Can you explain? Yeah, so on-chain burns are any transactions that are happening on the Terra network. Off-chain burns are any other network that it's happening on, and any CEX that it's a part of. So there we go. Some CEXs also have on-chain burns as well, like Binance does have on-chain burns, or on-chain transactions. Crypto.com has on-chain transactions, and others do as well. Not everyone does, but some of them do. MEXC implemented the burn, but why people don't support when? So buying on their platform is a different story. They do support, but people hold where they're used to until they basically say, hey, we're not going to do this, or we don't support it. That means that why are you investing into that point? So MEXC, you do have new investors that are coming into there, actually newer buyers, or newer dollars that are coming into there. So you're seeing more money that's actually going into a platform that implemented a burn versus one that doesn't have one. All right, so we have 761 people that are here. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. Matt, am I okay? But how do... Wait, what? I am okay, Matt, but how do they keep the price low? How do they keep the price low? Investors keep the price low. They don't keep the price low. So if we see a massive amount of movement that's happening within Terra Classic, and we see a pullback, we're the ones keeping the price low by selling it, and it's okay. I would love to see that. But then you also have FOMO buying, people that feel like they are missing out. You think Lunic will go lower than 0.00024? It looks like that's definitely a support level, but I thought that it would go lower than 0.000024. If we go in the last 7 days, we're going to see that this has been stair-stepping on the way down for quite some time, right? Creating a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, you know, sort of lower high, or actually almost a double top there. So can it go lower than 0.0000 wait 0.00024? Yes, I believe it definitely can. I talked about in my video that I wanted to buy more yesterday, and after I made that video at 0.0000 wait 0.00024, that's where I talked about it at, it increased all the way up to 3 or 30. So I didn't end up buying there, and it could have been a decent sized, increase there. Obviously from this point to this point could be really good, but I didn't decide to make that move. I said a little bit lower, and that's where I will make a move. So yeah, we have 700 people and we only have 259 likes. If you guys can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. That reason why Luna pumped is they announced a lot of new projects. I know Lunatics hate them, hate him. He does great blockchains. People know and buy into this. Lunic will recover. Oh, the reason why Luna pumped. Oh, okay, like Luna 2.0. Let's take a huge. Aren't you?
This guy stinks!
What? Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, definitely hit the like button. Aren't you the guy that's saying Shiba Inu will hit a penny? Am I the guy? I'm a guy that, or a dollar. I'm a guy that has said Shiba Inu has a possibility, has a large chance to hit a penny if things go in the right direction. And I always, talk about things that, could happen and can happen. So it's not about the fact that it definitely or it's guaranteed to happen. It's about all of the things that could be laid out to get it to the level that you wanted to get to and we all wanted to get to. The problem is that the devs really control the outcome of that. The devs really tell us where it's going to go, show us where it's going to go, and it sucks. It really does, because they're not doing what they said they're going to do, right? They said that burns were going to come. That hasn't happened, right? And it's probably not going to happen. So hopefully they can implement some sort of large burn with Shibarium, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I am holding the position though. Matt, will the 1.2% burn count on staking rewards everybody claimed on their Terra Station 2? No, it won't. It's only on. So if you stake your Terra, it's not gonna happen on there. If you withdraw your rewards, that's not gonna happen on there. However, if you move it from Terra Station to another exchange after that, that's where you will have an issue there. If you convert it, I believe that's the case as well. So anything that happens on chain, it will definitely be the case. It's just staking rewards, staking in general is just not included. Praying for 50 billion volume for Luna Classic ASAP. So aren't we all? If we see 100 billion in volume, that's $1 billion that goes towards the burn, which would be insane. But 100 billion in volume would obviously raise the price by a hell of a lot. If Binance and KuCoin don't burn, I would no longer give them $1. I understand. I really do. All right, so in about 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, I'm going to go and make sure that Harper gets on the bus. I will keep the live stream live for you guys and show you things there. So, but I should be from about 7:30 to about 8 o'clock or 8:05 or 8:10. I just need time to walk back from the bus stop. Matt, please, can you do a review about Tamadoge?
Brother, this guy
I can't get enough of that. I really can't. I like the super chat level of doing it because you don't have many super chats that come through, and you still get that sound. The people controlling SHIB, they only care about them financial benefits. They don't care about the community. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. It seems like everything is a cash grab for them, and that's why it doesn't work. And I hope that they figure out, something, and they figure out that they can have a cash grab and give everybody else something a lot bigger, but we'll see. Thank you for that super chat. Classy Crypto announced this morning that some big dev might be coming on to Lunic, one of the original creators of Luna, something like that. That's good. I mean, we've seen some utility. We've seen some people come back, some projects come back. I haven't looked into them heavily because I'm not really focused on the use case right now. Because use case right now and projects coming back doesn't mean anything unless Terra can get back to normal. And this is a question that I wanted to ask the Terra rebels, and I feel like we will have an opportunity to ask them that within this whole process of understanding the burn tax and how off chain gets implemented and everything that happens there. I wanted to ask them about the point in where they want to repeg. Like, do they need Lunic to get back to a certain price in order to repeg and re-enable the algorithm? Is that what they're looking at, or are they just looking at getting UST back to where it's at? Because without support in USTC and by this other cryptocurrency, you're not going to see what you think you're going to see, right? You need, in my opinion, you need Terra Luna Classic back up to at least 2 times the price of whatever UST is. So if USTC is at $1, you need Terra Luna Classic at $2 because it supports USTC. Without that, USTC can be attacked and will be depegged instantly. And then you'll see Terra Luna Classic still at 0.00 or 1 point. Let's say it's 1 cent or 2 cent, and Terra Luna Classic is at $1, or USTC is at $1. Well, now you need support from this position that is I don't know how to say that. It's like divided by 100 basically. So it's for every USTC you have to mint 100 Terra Luna Classic, which is not good, especially if you're getting attacked in a massive way when it comes to that stable coin. It won't remain stable. So you need something that's at least 2x the price, in my opinion. But I want to hear it from them to say that we need to see Terra Luna Classic at $2, because then, one, if they say that, if they say, hey, we need to see Terra Luna Classic at $2, we need to see Terra Luna Classic at 2 times the price of USTC in order to see things, be stable, in the algorithm and, stable in that stable coin, then it creates a ton of hype because the Terra rebels now have just said, we needed to get to $2. And that's what I want.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Thank you for that super chat. One last one. I feel like those are gonna come at like the right time. Like I've seen some videos, like people on Twitch, people on streams, and they're just like saying something, and then it just works out perfect. They're like, I don't want to. They're like, I don't want to gloat or what, like some sort. I can't think of other words. I don't want to toot my own horn, but they're like, oh, I'm the best ever, and then automatically they'll be like, oh, shut up. So, and it'll just be perfectly timed, and that's what I feel like is gonna happen. Good morning, Mr. Perry. Why was Terra C running last night? Because I talked about it. I don't know. It hit a low, and a lot of times when you see it hit a low point and sort of consolidated some of those low points, you're going to see a pump. You're going to see people that buy into it and see it as a buying price because that's the lowest it's been. Now, I talked about it at that price last night, And the fact that it was at that price, you know, maybe it's a coincidence or maybe not. I don't think I have that much influence. I only got 10,000 views on that video. um, if you did see Binance will do the 1.2%, I did see that. If you buy USTC and Lunic the same amount, then first USTC give profit. When increase Lunic? I don't know. Whenever it does increase. It sounds like you need deodorant. Sa- sounds like you. That's a weird sentence. If I went up to someone and was like, "It sounds like you need deodorant," they'd be like, "What? It smells like I need." No, it sounds like you need deodorant. That's not the sense that you want to use there.
Brother, this guy stinks!
David, thank you for that super chat, that 199 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Do you regret having people invest in Luna? No. Do I regret having people invest in Luna? Why would I regret having people invest in Luna? First of all, I don't have anybody invest in anything. If anybody invests in something, it's clearly your decision. Do you believe you can fly? I don't. I mean, in a plane, maybe. But what was I saying? Where was that? So yeah, I don't ever have anybody invest in Luna. And investing into positions is your own decision. I talk about what I invest into. I've made money from it, and I will continue to make money from it. And other people have made money from it. Yes, you're always going to have people that invest at the top. That's how you get there, right? So if you're investing at 0.0002 and you're seeing it grow up to 0.0006, that's the high point. 0.0006 is the high point, but someone had to invest at 5.9 to get to 6. Someone had to invest at 5.8 to get to 6. Someone had to invest at 5.5 to get to 6. So we understand that people are going to make that investment, and it sucks when people get in on that investment at the highest point. But if you do get in at the highest point, make sure you manage the situation well. I've invested at highs before, and all I do is when I see it as at the highest point that it has been, because I know FOMO comes in to play. But what an odd statement. I know that FOMO comes into play, so I'll invest 10% of what I plan to invest, or 25% of what I plan to invest. Repeg USTC update. There's no update on USTC repeg. There's multiple like things that could happen with it, but they want to see how the burn's going to happen, and then you could do something like swaps. You could do something like actually turn minting back on. But I feel like doing it too early, in my opinion, is not good, right? You need to wait until Terra Luna Classic mints the least amount of coins possible to affect USTC. Yes, if this gets up to a $10 billion market cap, you get USTC down to a $1 billion, 1 billion supply instead of a 10 billion supply. Well, now you can actually work this out, right? $10 billion market cap for Terra Luna Classic, and let's say it is at $2. Well, now you can find a way to get this back to that point. 1 billion supply would be less than $1 billion market cap that they would have. So if you buy up the entire supply and you do something with the entire supply, you can actually get this back to the level that you wanted to get to. Terra Luna Classic is at $2. Everything is looking fine and dandy. When are you going to make a farm coin pump again? When am I going to make a video on farm coin? I was actually thinking about a video on farm coin and when I was going to make that, because I do want to talk about that position I currently hold. If I go into my assets, I currently hold about 100 farm coin total. So yeah, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that, Prime. I appreciate that subscription. Harvest Finance. You can see I'm holding at $39.
This guy stinks!
Thank you, Trev, for that super chat. I appreciate it. Discord channel? There's a whole Discord related to, or is this in the Terra Rebels or something? We've opened the link in your app. My app is open. You've been quiet. Blah 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 blah. Meet the protocol created for USDC repegged as promised about 2 weeks ago. The proposal from our team are 95% ready. The rest will be done soon. The protocol divides the money divides the money supply of the network into several layers, isolated from each other through network fractalization. Never heard that word. And creation. Okay. Protocol is built on two fundamental theories: economic. Okay. Protocol benefits, creation, utility. All right, whatever. I just want to know how it's going to affect protocol main metrics and statistics. USTC free supply value of 286 million, a USDC value at FCB, APY for USTC, Lunic free supply value 409 million. At the moment, there is an opportunity to become a protocol validator and take advantages position in the proposal. We would be glad to develop the protocol together. Welcome, friends. Please check the latest version of the protocol proposal in a PDF on the official Telegram channel. Could you please tell us if our proposal is understandable with a wide audience? I just don't see the detail of it though. But I don't Sorry, am I missing something? Can't even see. Open the original. Yep. Can't see anything on that damn PDF. That's the smallest PDF I've ever seen. In 2 minutes, I'm gonna have to get out of here. So I would have to. Well, I'm not gonna get out of here. I just have to go get Harper ready, and we have to go to the bus stop. And I'll be back at 8 o'clock or so. Did you get a notification this morning about being live? I mean, I didn't get a note. Why would I get a notification about myself? If you're talking to somebody else, and it makes sense. You're going to buy Lunac NFTs. Am I going to buy Lunac NFTs? I'm not sure. I didn't really look into whatever the utility is going to be for the NFTs, but not at the moment. I don't think. I'm not sure if I would be given any or not. So we'll have to see. I'll have to look into them and see what they look like and everything, but um, possibly. I don't know if the utility, like they're buying with like ETH or Binance or sorry BNB. Matt, I don't invest in Luna version 2 because I think when the class action, the judge can ask the exchange to stop the transactions. Yeah, I think that's true. Um, they can. I mean, yes and no. But during the process of getting there, I'm sure exchanges would drop it off their platform. I was listening to your live while driving the bike, and someone cut me off, and and the stinky super chat came up. It was hilarious. Well, that's perfect timing right there. Hey Matt, check out the Terra Station wallet. I have let me actually go back here. Um, I have 285 USTC and it's showing over 1 million Lunic equivalent. Um, it's the same as USTC being $1. What? Maybe I'm missing that math there. Why don't you want to read the super chat? What? I did read the super chat. USTC proposal. That's all it says. I went into all the detail and I read everything in there. Well, in that specific area, I don't want to read the PDF. The PDF is just a breakdown of whatever they're showing up here, which doesn't actually break down anything of what they're doing and how they're repegging it. I don't even see the point in why you would repeg now because it doesn't help at this moment. You need you need them to be at higher prices. Adidas or Nike. Probably Adidas at the moment. Um, I do like a lot of Nikes though. Like if I have a good pair of ones or something, yeah, I'll definitely take those. Um, did anyone ask KuCoin if the translation of the robot was just wrong, or are they definitely not supporting off-chain burns? I'm not sure, but I do have to. I will answer all questions when we get back. Don't over spam the whole "oh brother, this guy stinks" thing. But I will be back. I have to go and get Harper ready for kindergarten and get her on the bus. So I will be back around 8 o'clock. Um, 8. I'll be back at 8:05 a.m. Pin message. All right. I will see you guys in a little bit. Forgot there's no audio. Thank you guys for telling me. I appreciate it. May take 15 minutes to kick in. So thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that a lot. We're going to see it kick back on. We know we can. Wait, fart, Matt. We know we can hear you? What? Muted. It's going to take 15 seconds for it to come back on. What is the expectation for? I see so many different comments are coming through. What is the expectation for Lunic volume once the burn tax is implemented? Are we going to really see higher prices if everyone sells off? How much volume will we need to get to $1 by the end of the year? By the end of the year, we would need a lot of volume. We would need literally tens of billions of volume. Um, you know, I would say if we're looking for a total amount of volume, we probably want to see, if we see $1 billion in volume, if we see it at the current price, let's say the volume kicks it up, and then the next day $1 billion in volume kicks it back down or pulls it back down. Let's say we see a consistency of that, and I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we're going to see a lot of FOMOing into the position as we do see burning, and as we do see price increases, but we will see pullbacks as well. So, if we do see $1 billion in volume up and $1 billion in volume down the next day and get us back to level, we could see literally like all of the supply burn off in the matter of like a couple of months, right? Maybe even 1 month, depending on what that starting price is. But most likely we're going to see volume maybe stay around the same. And if we see more and more points to where we have, let's say Binance introduces that announces that they're going to do the off-chain burns, then that could be a catalyst that pushes more FOMO into it. And it really just all depends. There's so many different pieces that we have to factor into these plays in order to see it like completely play out or fully play out the way we want it to. Quick 15 minutes. That seemed fast. Yeah, it was definitely faster. Yo, Matt, you're muted. I'm not muted anymore. It was pretty fast. We pretty much got her ready. I gave her some pigtails, and yeah, I feel like I'm becoming a pro at styling girls' hair, but now I'm gonna have to. Hayden has a different type of hair, so it's definitely gonna be a little bit more difficult with her hair because her hair is naturally like really curly. Harper's hair is like a slight curl, but Hayden's hair is like naturally like really curly, and like the curly to where when you put it into a ponytail, it's like it could be a puffball. So um, I'm sure we'll see how that works, but I have to get used to doing hair like that versus Harper's hair, which is a little straighter. So we'll see. That's a horrible packed lunch idea. I don't know what you're talking about. Executive Order 14067. So I haven't looked into any executive order, and I don't know what it is about. The chair told us while you were writing a Michael Jackson tribute song, Schiller. That would actually be a good song for someone to come up with, but I feel like if they were talking about shilling, it wouldn't really be popular for their channel at all. But maybe like some sort of parody channel, that would be funny. I enjoyed looking at your gray walls. They're blue, not gray. Darn it, I missed the start of the stream. Don't know why I didn't get the usual update. What did I miss? Not really much. We were talking about Terra Luna Classic. We're talking about the overall position. I did mention about Ethereum yesterday. I talked about Ethereum yesterday and how people were looking to see a massive push, and we should have seen massive movement. Now, the merge didn't really change anything crazy. Um, and obviously, if you want a full explanation, it looks like CoinMarketCap does a breakdown, and I'm sure others are doing a breakdown. I talked about it as well. But the merge should have provided a large jump to the price. It should have been an increase or a pump to the price, but we didn't see that because the markets are down in general. And Ethereum already had a little bit of a pump from where it was at the lows, especially where you see it compared to where Bitcoin is. Right, Bitcoin's at below 20,000. Ethereum should be around maybe 1,200 or 1,100 at these levels. But you're not seeing that. Why? Because it does have the amount of people that believe that this is going to make a huge move soon. So yeah, I did see this here where it was like Ethereum miners, will they go broke? I see the price of graphics cards coming down, and it makes me want to build a new computer, which I think my wife would kill me because I just bought this screen, which is not expensive. It was like $300. Original price was like 1,000, but it was open box and used and all that stuff. So I was like, all right, well, I'll take it. I think their original price was probably inflated, so I would definitely go and check that. It's probably going to be like I don't know, $700, and they made it seem like it was something bigger than what it was. Don't tell me we have no sound. I can see the volume going through. Matt, what's your feeling about Binance off-chain implementation and how many percentage that they're going to make it? Is there any chance that it won't make the off chain burn? So there is a chance that they may not do any off chain burns at all. There's always a chance. Now I'm not sure if that's the case. I think they will. In my opinion, I think they will. And you'll see their whatever their fee is on top of the 1.2%, and it doesn't have to be a proposal or anything like that because it's all based on whatever the whatever the exchange is going to do, right? The exchange has the say in whether they're going to implement the tax or not. So what's the chance in percentage by your so yeah, I would say I don't know what the percentage is. I would in my opinion, I would think that it's going to happen. So I would say it's like a 90% chance that it's going to happen, even though the percentage chance is probably 50-50. It depends on what they want to do. So I don't know. I'm not a part of Binance or a part of any other exchange that has that decision. But I hope that they do it. I really do. Buy Luna Classic, Luna UST, Luna 2.0 must remain over $1. And USA is indebted to Lunic holders in silver and gold, U.S. minted coins, uh, by USA 14th Amendment public debt validity laws that U.S. can't question. What are we talking about here? Binance is also getting in now. Binance is for the community, and we are quite the rocky story. It's true. What price is your next buying point? So I was thinking about buying somewhere around 20, and it wasn't like going to be a buy point for the long term. It would literally be from turning that from 0.00020 to 0.00030. Like it wouldn't even be a crazy move. That would be a 50% move at that point. And I would gain 50% on the $1,000 that I have there. So I would gain $500 as I put that in there. So I do plan on doing something like that. And I talked about it in my last video, talking about how I'm going to buy. Am I going to buy today? Am I going to buy tomorrow? All of that. No Twitch today. No, I'm an affiliate there. So now that I'm an affiliate, I can't multi-stream because Twitch doesn't allow multi-streaming because they're stupid. But and I can say that because I'm not on Twitch. So once they do allow multi-streaming, then we can stream on YouTube, Twitch, and hopefully TikTok whenever TikTok approves me of doing it on desktop version. I don't really get that many people on TikTok, anyways. It's like a couple of people. You see XRP and Mastercard partnering. Do I see them partnering? Is it something that's supposed to happen, or have I already seen the news, or is it going to happen? I don't know if it's going to happen. I haven't looked into XRP at all. XRP is just in my trading history, my experience with it. I ended up buying it twice, made money off of it twice as more of a swing trade or day trade. Speaking of merge, um, that was supposed to have been one of the few saving graces for Shiba Inu. We're going to be holding Shiba Inu until the fourth generation is born. Yeah, it's not good. I hope Shiba Inu has some sort of burn mechanism within Shibarium. I would love if it does, but I don't know. I really don't know if it will. So we'll have to see.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Thank you, Richard, for the $50 super chat. I appreciate that. Matt, I can't help to think about all the burns we would have had if everyone had migrated to MEXC, especially while we were buying the dip. Maybe bigger exchanges would do that, would do what we asked of them if we migrate now. Why are we waiting? So the reason why people are waiting um, is because they're used to what they're used to, right? You can't really force a lot of people to do that. I would love to tell everybody, hey, let's go over to MEXC or let's buy an MEXC. But right now, there's people that are buying and trying to buy a massive amount. It's not only about them migrating the coins, some people aren't holding. So if MEXC doesn't have the liquidity to bring in a lot of the volume, then it's not really going to work. So um, if majority of people are looking to buy and there's no liquidity over there, then you end up running into a Kraken situation where people can't buy, people can't sell, and then that doesn't look good for the exchange at all. Yes, if people migrate over and bring their money from Binance over to there, it can work, but that's only if they do it that way, right? Because then they're creating that liquidity effectively by bringing their coins from another platform to this platform. It's not buying it in MEXC. It's basically sending it to MEXC. So it can work. It's just going to have to be only that, to where people are moving their money from a certain place and putting it over in MEXC. That's what will happen. And I think um, what's crazy is they're voluntarily doing it, and I think other platforms will do it and will decide to implement it after the on-chain burns go live, because you want to see what the effect of on-chain burns are happening, and then you can see the multiple catalysts that are going to happen. So it's not only about just getting the burns in now. Um, and to answer like your first question about the volume, I don't think, because they started this like a few days ago, where we saw billions in volume, and if everybody did move over there, we would be able to see billions in volume, but that would also mean moving all liquidity off of every other platform onto MEXC, which would be extremely difficult. Um, so yes, it's a great idea. And most likely people will move if Binance decides to not do it. We have time. We just want to apply the pressure to other places as we figure out, hey, they're not doing it, then we could do it. Because right now we're making a decision without them implementing any type of burn, which is kind of like a rash decision, and they may not like that at all, and they may be like, good riddance. Okay, I don't care about this position because they're overreacting. Right? We were gonna do the burns, but they're overreacting. They have no patience. So we have to kind of be a little bit patient. And yes, if they don't provide the burns, we will move over there. Um, I can tell you that what I'm holding right now, I'm holding in Pancake Swap. Um, so I believe that flows through Binance, and it will be taxed if it goes under Binance, right? Binance Smart Chain. So yeah, it should. Speaking of merger, that was supposed to have been one of the few. Oh, I read that. I agree with you on Shibarium with the burn. If not, I feel many will feel discouraged. I agree with you. Can you explain the Ethereum merger? Yeah, so basically all they did was go from proof of work to proof of stake. So all the people that are mining Ethereum, it's not looking good for them. People are selling their graphics cards, selling everything, all of their equipment, and they knew that this was coming for a while. So I'm sure they were just like trying to get rid of it while they can, type of thing. But you're not really seeing too much of a difference here because you still have to have rollups that are created in order to see lower prices, faster transaction times, just all of that stuff. So, JC, if you're a hater, why stay on this live stream? I'm sure you would dislike us telling you your investments are dead. It's true. Everybody can have their opinion. I just don't like if they spam it. Like people can come through and say, "Oh, well, I believe this. This is why I believe it." I want to hear your opinion, but people that come through and just say it's dead with no other explanation makes no sense. I don't make a video and then literally just repeat the title and then exit the video. Like I'll I'll say, is is this dead or is has this made any moves or something? I'll ask the question and I will answer that question within it, or create more questions throughout that video, but talk about it. You know, give us some facts. Why do you believe that? Is there another coin than Lunic with so much positive support? Not right now. White House releases framework for crypto regulations in the U.S. Hmm. We'll have to look into that. Lunic pumped only because of hype, and now people realize the news about burning will take years to have any noticeable change. Binance always been customer friendly platform. They won't tax buys and sells. So um, that's not 100% true. So if you say that they pumped Lunic, so Lunic pumped only because of hype, it's been hype for a while. Now people realize the burn news or the news that burns will take years. No one said that it would take years. Even with on-chain burns, if everybody moves to on-chain burns, which it looks like that's the idea, is that people would end up moving their money from Binance over to Terra Station, to places that will give you the on-chain burns. And yes, you wouldn't have a lot of the millionaires that are involved in it because they're more money hungry than anybody. But you do have majority of the community that's supportive of these burns and wants to see them decrease the supply in a faster rate. Now, can it take years? Yes, it definitely can. Even with just on-chain burns, and we realize that some of these days have 40 to 50% volume on chain, you could still see a massive amount that is burned off. So that's not true. And people realize that it could take a little bit longer, yes, but the pullback is based on people that are taking a little bit of profit, right? And most likely it's whales that are taking more profit because they gained 400%. And some of them got in and got out right away, got in, got out. You can see the pumps and dumps that are going on during the rise as it goes up to 0.0004. You see a decrease 0.0005, decreases 0.0006, and then decreases hard, right? That's understandable. Just wait until everything does play out. And once and everything is about business. If you think about CEXs or when you think about just businesses in general, so Binance will see how many people are moving off their platform and going elsewhere. This is why they want to introduce like staking. People are moving their coins from Binance over to Terra Station, removing coins from that platform, making it less valuable, decreasing their bottom line. So they're definitely going to do something about that. Matt, do you agree that having the ability to build projects on the Terra Classic and solve problems with the products is priceless? People give shout outs to this statement. If you agree, thank you. So I do think being able to build products on Terra Classic in the network is great. It's going to solve a lot of problems, but I do think that you need to get it back to a reasonable price. And if your first step is to reestablish the algorithm and repeg USTC, you need to get that done first before you worry about all these other utilities that come in. If MEXC implements the burn permanently on the spot trading, I will switch. For me, it's more ethical than monetary. Exactly. For most people, that's the way it is. For most retail traders, that is the way that it is. What is the best slash most user friendly platform to trade on? Thinking of transferring. Um, Most user friendly. If you're talking about platform wise, that's really easy to navigate through. Um, I mean, Coinbase is probably the easiest to navigate through. It's so simple, and then you also have the advanced platform if you want something that's more advanced to learn about that. So I would say that's probably the easiest. Um, I do like crypto.com, but the only thing I don't like about them is they default to like the like highest price possible if you're looking to buy, and then the lowest price possible if you're looking to sell. So they always default to whatever the opposite is, which most exchanges kind of default to closer to there, but crypto.com seems to default to like the not the extreme, but the best case scenario for them, right? They may not make money in their fees if you're trading to your fiat wallet or whatever you're doing, but they will make money in the difference between the bid and the ask price. What do you think of Sweat Economy, Sweatcoin app that launches? So I would imagine it's some sort of like training app that gives you coins as you're burning calories or something. I haven't looked into it. I'll have to take a look, but I want to get through a lot of chats here. So yeah, I am going to be going on Twitch, for like 30 minutes. I'm not looking to become a partner. I just want to see how the whole affiliate thing works, and I'll do it for 30 minutes, and then maybe I'll increase the time because I'll go from 9 to about 9:30, maybe a little longer. We can talk about stuff, but yeah, I'll do that at 9 o'clock. So in about 30 minutes. So let's scroll down. Most user friendly platform was Voyager. Shame. Um, so I heard that it was really good. It's just they didn't make the best investment. Obviously investing a lot in Luna, or at least in a third party that invested in Luna, right? Matt, we heard we heard nothing from Crypto.com about burns yet. Their CEO seems pretty strategic. Do you think they'll implement the burn? So I think they will, but they don't hold a lot of liquidity of Terra Luna Classic. A lot of people aren't trading on Crypto.com for Lunic. Now I do, but you're gonna see a very little percentage that actually flows through there. So like if we go to the markets, um, and you scroll down here and you go to Crypto.com, it's literally 0.1% of the entire market. You're looking at $1 million that flows through there. L Bank is close to where they are, and Crypto.com is probably a bigger exchange, in my opinion, obviously, than L Bank. Um, so I expect to see a little bit more, but they just, I guess, don't have the liquidity. Matt, are you still not using the exchange? I'm still not using the exchange. I tried to apply for it and set everything up, and it didn't work. I'll try it again today. Can you explain EAR's protocol? I can't explain EAR's protocol. I know that that's a project that's supposed to be creating utility for Lunic, but I can't explain it because I haven't looked into it. I'll be completely honest. Okay, Sweat Economy is a coin that pays you for walking, basically like Steppen. But this one already is giving you money, but you just made it into the crypto space within 13 million users. Wait, but it, uh, but but they just made it into the crypto space with 13 million users. That's amazing. Um, and it's the sweat economy. I'll have to look into it to see what it's all about because that's great. You get paid for walking. There's a lot of people that are walkers that do it just for competition. So if you can end up getting, some sort of payment for walking, let's just um, look into that. Um, you know what just crossed my mind in the last 2 seconds? Daycares are expensive. Because we were paying for, I mean, I expected the price to rise, but as the child gets older, it takes less teachers to yeah, less teachers per student. You can have like one when you get into like pre-K or something, or even older toddlers or something like that. Um, the price should go down because it's less teachers per kid, right? Or less people per kid, less adults per kid. Um, but when we first started paying for Harper in that daycare, it was like two something a week, 250 or something like that. And now with Hayden being an older toddler, not just and that was as a baby. As she grew, obviously she paid less, but it seemed like with inflation, it just stayed the same price, um, which is crazy. But now it seems like we're paying way more. Daycares are ridiculous. Matt will star in Daddy Daycare too. I was just watching Daddy Daycare. I like that movie. I agree. There can be a real treasure. Kraken is easy and their customer service is awesome. From what I understand, though, for with Lunic itself, they had liquidity issues for a little bit. I don't know if it's still a problem. Ryan, were you on the Classic Network? Did anyone verify that warrant yet? It's not just a rumor still. I don't think I've seen any like full verification of a warrant. Um, since I'm going to other websites, guys, if you could go and subscribe to my golf channel. Again, I keep saying that I'm going to upload a video. The video is taking longer than I thought to edit, and I've had a lot of stuff that's going on there. So, guys, if you want to subscribe to that, feel free to subscribe to that. Also, check out my Patreon if you guys want to. Link is in the description. But let's see. You stated something about another place, and I can't think about what it is. Where is that? I love how your show has three segments: YouTube segment, the chair segment, and Twitch Army segment. Brilliant. Yeah, so we don't need to get to 75 viewers. One thing is that it is an average of 75 viewers per the time limit that you are on there. And another thing is I'm not trying to become a partner anymore. Because if I try to become a partner, then I'm exclusively on Twitch, which makes no sense because I have no uh, it's not that I have no following. I have less of a following on Twitch. Can you explain what UTC or USTC has to do with Lunic? So Lunic and USTC were combined at one point. They were Luna and UST, a stable coin versus a not so stable coin. It's a coin that supported a proof of stake consensus coin that is basically supporting this USTC or UST at that moment stablecoin. And as UST at that time, UST would decrease in price, you would have Lunic that would come and just save the day. Lunic, they would mint more coins in order to save Lunic. It's as simple as that. Um, so with those two, they had an algorithm that was automatically set up that where you would see a depeg, you would see a minting of Lunic coins, and that's why we got into the situation that we're in because as USTC or UST at the time was attacked, you could see Lunic that kept minting coins. What was Luna at that time? It kept minting new coins and it got to billions and tens of billions and hundreds of billions and then jumped to 6 trillion out of nowhere. And it was because they were trying to mint so many coins to make up for that loss that it was dropping. And at multiple times, it got back up to like 80 cents or so and then dropped back down. and then went back up to like 70 cents or something, and then dropped back down really hard. So it was very difficult to save that algorithmic stablecoin. So it plays a vital role in this ecosystem here. It's crypto.com thing, not a Terra Station thing. I don't know how to navigate through Terra Station. It might be. Oh, you're talking to Trev. Hey Matt, can people somehow be rewarded for using the Terra network to increase burns? Can they be rewarded? Um, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could create some sort of reward for using the Terra network if they don't decide to do on chain burns, but it's just a usability thing because you can't buy over in Terra Station. You have to buy in other places and then transfer it over to your Terra Station wallet. So you can't really do that directly on that platform, but you can use the exchanges to buy on the network if you wanted to. Hey Matt, can people somehow be rewarded? Oh, I read that. You literally just read that. I had no family help with my kids. Daycare is outrageous and a ripoff, in my honest opinion. The older they become, they need activities, and that's too expensive. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. I think daycare is definitely expensive, but then you like look at all the costs, and some daycares don't even make a lot of money, which is insane because I like running the numbers. If you do it the right way and you buy the right things, you hire the right staff, you should be fine. You should be making a lot of money. And some daycares, I mean, nowadays, all the parents want is some place to where a child can learn faster than other children have learned in history, right? I was just in an orientation for Harper's kindergarten, and they were like, when I was the teacher was like, when I was in kindergarten, we didn't learn the read. We did a couple of things at here and there, and we basically just like played and worked together, worked like leader, teamwork and all that stuff. Um, but you didn't learn the read, and now like kids are coming out of kindergarten knowing how to read like fully. I didn't learn how to read. Seems like I learned how to read in like 5th grade, the way that I read. But it's crazy to see that kids are doing math. Like Harper comes home and she's doing, I mean, I teach her math all the time because I'm a numbers guy. So but coming home and spelling words and learning faster than any kids have in history, it's just, I guess, teaching methods are getting better and kids are learning things a lot sooner. Interesting. Matt, what tax info is needed for YouTube revenue? You fill out your W-4 or something. So you can, I would start a, you want to start a business. You definitely want to do that. I would definitely start an LLC, and then you can work out from there. So you can either do it to where you start an LLC and attach it to your name, or if you have any employees, you obviously create an EIN number, and then you can have any employees that you're going to pay. But I'm sure you're not worried about that right now. I would say start an LLC and just do it under your name. Don't do it as a sole proprietorship. But they send you the document. They send you your 1099, I believe it is. Is it a 1099-C? I'm not really a tax professional, so I'm not going to give you like tax advice. I'm not a CPA, but I know that they give you a tax form at the end of the year um, to jot all that down and make sure if you're using a space for your office, make sure you write that off. You know, as you're using it as your office, any expenses that you use for YouTube, if you have computers and all that stuff that you bought recently, then you can use it for that. Cameras, you can write that off as well, but only for that year that you bought it. So yeah, it's definitely a great situation, where you can write stuff off that you buy as long as it is for YouTube. Like technically, My PlayStation 5 and my Xbox One were written off as business expenses because I use them for the gaming channel. Um, so, the heck? Carl, what are you doing? Rob, sent your message once. Send your message once. At least spread it out a little more. I don't know which Rob you're talking about. Is that Rob? Oh, I didn't mean to paste it twice. Where is it? eToro getting in on this tax burn? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they are. I haven't heard anything about it, but I would imagine as the big players are doing it, the little players will do it as well. And maybe they won't, just to attract a little bit of attention to be different. So probably not. Sorry, Matt. Is it possible to put the Lunic price slash chart on? Yeah, sure. Let's put that. I know we're answering a bunch of questions, but that's what we typically do. All right, let's go to where are we going? We're at the live candlestick chart. Let's go to minute. So yeah, it seems like we're pumping a little bit. We might end up seeing a little bit of a resistance here. Hopefully we can break past that. A lot of green candlesticks with a lot of upward pressure or buying pressure. Besides this last candlestick here, looks like we're creating some buying. Yeah, a lot of buying pressure here. You can see the wicks at the bottom, which means you have more buying pressure than selling pressure where it starts. Um, that's definitely a good situation. Um, oh, just broke past it. Just easily broke past it with one foul swoop up to 2,700. How long before you think we'll see 0.0004 again? um, Not long, I don't think. Right, we have a number of days. We have 5 days until the burn tax actually kicks in, and then when we see that burn tax fully kick in, it looks like it's pulling back here. When we see that burn tax fully kick in, we can expect to see some FOMO buying that's going into it. Now it all depends on what's happening, right? Because um, if you have horrible news within, that comes out from the government, whether the Fed is speaking or something, it may end up affecting, crypto in such a huge way. And Lunic may be a part of that. But then there's also those scenarios to where it goes against the market, and it's done that in multiple cases, right? The market was down a heck of a lot while Lunic was actually running, and it was up 400 to 500% or something. That means, Matt, the chair is a write off. Chair is a write off. Matt, can you check out Stable Chen? Last tweet about last tweets about Lunic. Who's Stable Chen? Is You're saying that's a tweet? Check out stable stable Chen. What is stable Chen? Oh, his name is stable Chen. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to his 64K followers. Right here. I find it interesting how all the uh, I can't read that intricate. There we go. Intricate details of circumstances, decisions of and varying factors that make up the concept of difficulty can be modeled by an outcome's probability of success. What the fuck does that mean? Or you mean this one? The biggest challenge Lunic will have to face is the following months is clarifying the incentives. Who are the Lunic whales? Who control the network? I would imagine it hard to attract projects to build on Terra Classic until the rebels figure out who they are working for. True, true. I would agree. For one, the uncertainty of 66% attack or market manipulation from someone who doesn't have Lunic's best interest in mind makes it hard for devs to launch. Second, how much ownership does the community have um, rel- relative to the couple bad actors who bought in at a I'm horrible at reading prices. Um, how the fuck do you say that? Horrible at reading, but I get through life. Well, man, I just want you to fucking say it. The fuck, asymptotic. I've never seen that. Never seen that damn word in my life. Asymptotic. Asymptotic. Come on now. Anybody ever seen that word? Like, just use it. What's a synonym for that word? What does it even mean? Do we have any other synonyms? The dumbest word in the world. Anyways, I don't know who this is, but this is the first time hearing about this person. But he has a good point. He has a good point. Makes a great point. Good day, Matt. Everyone should Matt should create a AFK video where he's just reading Dr. Seuss books. Those things are a nightmare, buddy. Those things are a nightmare. I was reading Dr. Seuss to the kids. Green eggs and ham. Green eggs and ham is not that bad. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish is a pretty bad one. It it's like so many words that rhyme. It's just insane. And sentences that shouldn't be sentences, but whatever. So Matt, no exchange will be dealing with a 1.2% burn tax on trade. How do we deal with this? I feel we are going nowhere in this situation. So we will go places. There are a lot of volume that happens on network. We can see somewhere around 10 to 40% at times on the network. Um, I don't get angry at myself. I'm not angry at myself. I'm angry at the words that they use. Asymptotic. Who uses that word in normal speech? Like just walking down the street, who use that's what I get. That's what I get upset with. Um, if you make a certain amount of if you make a certain amount, the exchanges send to a 1099 to the IRS um, to you. You can also look it up on their site and download your profits and losses. Um, great to be here with you all. It's great to be here with you guys, with anybody. I appreciate you. Hop on pop. Hop on pop's not that bad. Um, but like I said, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish is pretty bad. In in mathematical analysis, asymptotic analysis, also known as uh, as as asymptotics, is a method of describing limiting behavior. Perfect. Never will use it. I'm never going to use that in a sentence ever, no matter how many times I say it today. I think he's I think he means people like GCR. They're simply play with Lunic and manipulate the prices with big money. We can see through the day money came in. We get a few percentage up, and then when they take profits, it drop is coming. Yeah, I mean, if they hold a larger amount, whales really control exactly what the market's doing, controls exactly what the position's doing. As an illustration, suppose that we are interested in the properties of function function f as n becomes very large. What is the timeline of repegging USTC? Will it be done early? Will it be done early 2023, and how so? Um, so repegging USTC, it all depends, right? They have a plan, and if people agree to that plan and they continue to, you know, swap and turn on the minting process, then that could happen soon. We could repeg USTC pretty soon, save USTC. But the problem is, will USTC stay there if Terra Luna Classic is not back up to a higher price? Because if USTC is at $1 and Terra Luna Classic is at 0.0001 or 0.0005, that's not enough to save USTC. You're going to have to mint trillions of coins in order to save USTC again. So, I recommend doing it after Terra Luna Classic gets back to a reasonable price point, a reasonable supply. Then you can worry about all that stuff. Hey, Matt, can you do a video on the burn rate potential should Lunic get repegged? Um, so, yeah, I mean, I can always do that. I've done videos on burn rate potential, on what the burn rate could do with or on and off chain. I've done those. So you can definitely check those out, but I can definitely do a newer video with newer information. Will USTC recover? I think it will. I think they're looking at repegging that more than they're looking at Lunic getting back to a like $40 billion market cap or something like that. Not as of the moment. That's what they're looking at. Hey Matthew, you should create a video like your SHIB video where every view helps the burn. So there is a channel like that, but I feel like with the 1.2% burn, it just defeats the purpose of doing that. Um, because the volume is like the amount of revenue that you get is so low compared to what you can generate on transactions. So it's not really necessary to do. Matt has a home office which he can write off. I do. I actually use the whole basement space as my office because I record in all of it. Funny thing is, if you use your house, and that's a tricky situation, but if you use your house as a recording, as like literally the entire office, that could be your home office there, and you can use everything that you're using within your videos as a form of a write-off, right? So it's tricky. It's a tricky situation. I don't do that. I do record in multiple spots. I used to record in the kitchen. I used to record in the bedroom. I would record in the living room. I record in a lot of different places outside. But now I just do in the office, and I only write off the office, and I keep it simple. Do you have what I'm not saying that you can write off your house costs. Like you're not going to write off $200,000 because, or 300,000 or 500,000 or $1 million because you live in a house that you're recording in. Like, that's not the case. Matt, one question. How much was the original Lunic price before the crash? Maybe that's the level that we are aiming to for repegging. So that's not the price that we're aiming to repeg because if we decrease USTC down to a billion supply, which the burn affects Lunic and it affects USTC. So if we're burning the supplies down to 1 billion, expect to see the pricing to be lower. As long as um, Terra Luna Classic is at least 2 times what Lunic is, that's where I believe the price should be. However, the price before the crash was around $80, $80 ish. But then you started to see it pull back. It got down to about 40. People were hype about that. It decreased down to, I think, like 20 or something. And then it started to drop down to single digits and was down to like $2 and then obviously dropped even lower than that. Um, so any shorters on that position made out pretty well. So getting back to 40 or $80, not something that I'm thinking about right now because you probably have lost coins. You have a lot of different things that can factor into burning off the entire supply. So getting this down to under like 100 billion um, supply would be key. Getting it down to 10 billion supply would be phenomenal. Getting it down to 1 billion supply would be absolutely perfect. But I'm not sure if we can do that. Um, we will have to see. I think CZ has another nice surprise for us. I hope so. I hope he does. Just spoke to Kraken support. They said they are leaning towards doing off-chain burns and will likely announce it soon. Not sure how true that is, but that's where my uh, where was that? Not sure. Not sure how true that is, but that's where my Lunic is parked. Um, Yeah, I'm not sure. Was this Kraken support on Twitter or was this Kraken support on like their email? Because if it was on Twitter, you that may be the scams that come up with every single support. Like you go on Twitter and they're like, "I'm MetaMask support. Let me help you out. Just give me your seed phrase." Like, okay, no, but secretly here you go. No, you don't give anybody anything there. Plus, their collective volume has been around 15 million on good days for USTC. Do you think Lunic has the same moving chart as Doge back in 2016? I mean, possibly. I'm not looking at it, but possibly. Um, I think um, I think US or Lunic has, I wouldn't say more support than Doge had because I feel like Doge just had a crazy amount of support, but Lunic definitely has a lot of support behind it. Um, maybe just as much. And then in the future, as we see the burns, more support than what Doge has had. Obviously, Dogecoin's sitting in the billions of dollars of market cap, so it can't have that much support. Do you say your USTC? Wait, do you save your USTC on Terra Station from staking, or do you swap um, for Molin, or you're saying Luna? I've been saving mine and Anchor. Not sure if it does anything. Just keep it for aside for now. So yeah, I've been saving my USTC. So if I go into my staked amounts, you're gonna see that I have 26,000 in Lunic rewards that are there. But if I go to my wallets, you're gonna see that I have why do I have 1 million in the wallet? Why do I have 1 million Lunic in my wallet? I shouldn't have 1 million Lunic in my wallet. Why do I have 1 million Lunic in my wallet? Huh. Oh, it's converting it to no. What? I have a 4,000 Lunic here, and I have 377 Lunic there. So I don't know what the hell's going on here. What is that showing me? The value of what I would have? Because USTC equals oh this three. It's telling me the value in Lunic. So this 377 USTC is worth 3 million Lunic, or sorry, 1.3 million Lunic. Is that what it's saying? I was gonna say if that was what like what if it glitches and says it's worth $1 million? Obviously, take it out and go on about your day, right? But yeah, that's where we're standing at, right? I'm still holding my 377 USTC, which I should um, uh, go back to my staking. I should actually get more because if I go to my staking rewards and I withdraw my rewards, I can withdraw another 91, um, 91 USTC if I wanted to. So that's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. Yep, I'll take that off your hands, Matt, if you don't want it in your wallet. Yeah, sure, you can have it. I'm just playing. Um, did you see CoffeeZilla arrest warrant issued for Luna? I didn't see CoffeeZilla's video. I didn't know he made a video about it. I'll have to look at it as soon as I get off of here. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple of minutes. So we're gonna head off here. Thank you guys for watching. We got 600 likes. We had a max of like 800 or 900 people that are here, so I really appreciate it. And I think we're in a good spot for Luna. We're 5 days away from seeing this burn happen, and I can't wait until it does happen here. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get off YouTube. I'm gonna go over to Twitch. So if you guys want to subscribe to Twitch, feel free to go over to Twitch or follow me on Twitch. Feel free to go over there. I'm gonna go live. I have to set things up, so I'm gonna try and go live at 9 o'clock. So yeah, let me just get the detail here before I finish this outro. Twitch, put it in the chat. Cancel. Yeah, if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, feel free to take that pinned message that I just put in and go over to my Twitch account and follow me. I'm going to be live over there at 9 o'clock. So hopefully you guys come over there and we get a sense for what that is supposed to look like. Looks like I just got a follower on Twitch. Appreciate it. Anyways, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in a couple of minutes, hopefully. Thank you to all the moderators and the members and everybody included in this as well. Thank you.